Welcome to episode 3 of Get Out of Your Photography Rut. Today we're talking about filters. Now the rest of this video is a throwback. I recorded it several months ago. Enjoy. My longtime oldies know I'm not really a big filter guy. I haven't talked that much about using filters in photography on the channel until now. And that's because my man Brandon over at Spectrum Effects had a filter giveaway a while back, and I was lucky enough to win the giveaway. The prize was this cool multifaceted prism filter he found on Amazon. Well, when I opened my prize package, there were not one, but two big old filters inside. You see, not only did Brandon send me the Amazon filter I won in the giveaway, but he also snuck in one of his Aura filters from Spectrum. Did I mention these suckers were big? 77 millimeters big. Now the only lens I have with the 77 millimeter thread is the 55 millimeter f4 lens for my Pentax 6.7. And my initial plan was to go ahead and use these filters with the 6.7, but by the time I was ready to shoot these filters, it was March in Ohio, it was freezing, and I really don't like lugging the Pentax 6.7 around in the frigid temperatures. Well, after watching one of the filter videos over on Spectrum TV, I remember that I don't really have to use the 6.7. All I need is some step-up rings, and I can adapt these photos for use with some of my favorite Canon EOS lenses. And that's exactly what I did. I loaded some Arista EDU 400 film into my Canon Rebel TI and headed out to some of my favorite locations to give these filters a try. For most of these examples, you see a shot without the filter first, and then shots with the filters to show you what they can do. As with most of my black and white film, I developed the Arista EDU with Kodak HC110 Dilution B, and then scanned the images with my Epson V550 using Epson Scan 2 software. Stick around after the images, and I'll share with you two big advantages that filters have over other experimental film photography techniques. So there are a couple advantages of using filters over other experimental film photography techniques. Number one is normal processing. With film soup, you've got to worry about potentially contaminating your chemicals. With bleach bypass or cross-processing, you've got to use different chemicals altogether. When you use filters, you just process as you normally would, no special accommodations needed. The other big advantage is these filters can be attached or unattached freely whenever you want. As much as I like experimenting with specialty films from Kono, Double Film, Revolog, and Psych Blues, sometimes the effects can get kind of repetitive or monotonous for 36 frames in a row. With the filters, you can put them on for a shot or two, take them off, back and forth. That's how I shot the images for this video. It's really nice to have that kind of flexibility. You could probably tell from the images that the intensity of the filter effects varied based on focal length, atmospheric conditions, aperture, and in the case of the Amazon filter, the orientation or the angle of the filter. You can spin it and achieve all kinds of effects. The best way to find out what these filters can do is to experiment, but if you don't want to spend a bunch of money on film or processing to experiment, the great news is you can try these filters out on your digital system first before you commit to shooting them on film. So if your photography's in a rut and you're looking for something to spark your creativity, these filters might just do the trick. If you're looking for some to pick up for yourself, I've got links for them in the description. And if you want to check out the slightly messier side of experimental film photography, click on the Film Soup video popping up on the screen now. And until next time, do some good, have some fun, and try some filters.